everybody. So today's Monday. That means it's time for Family Movie Night. And this is the first Monday of November. And so that means it's time for the beginning of my foreign movie month. We've done this the last several years. And this is where I get a chance to talk about every week a movie that is not made in the United States and that is in a foreign language from English that is not rated R and something that maybe you can watch with your whole family. It's a little hard sometimes with these subtitled films because obviously you have to be able to read. And so unless they're dubbed, then you can't watch them with like your whole family depending on the age. But anyway, this is just a fun time to get to talk about some different movies that I wouldn't normally get to see or talk about. So today's movie, I admit it has more sort of grown-up themes, but it's perfectly, like, the content is fine, but I don't know, it's maybe stretching it for family movie night, but anyway, I decided to talk about it. It's called The Lunchbox, and this is a film that's in the Hindi language, and it is from India, and it's from 2013, and it's written and directed by Ritesh Batra. And this movie I found to be very sweet and very moving. And I think that if this movie was made in Hollywood, they would add all this melodrama, and they wouldn't keep it so simple the way that they do here in The Lunchbox. And it's interesting because I saw a movie at Sundance called Photograph, which was an Indian film, and that film, it didn't work for me. The ending, it kind of has a bittersweet ending. I thought this one managed to pull off some of the similar tones in a better way and more satisfying way. And it's basically about this woman who is a mother. She is a young married woman. She has one daughter, and her husband is kind of aloof to her, isn't showing her the affection that she needs, takes her for granted. And they have a whole system in India where you can sign up for a lunchbox system. I guess you go to it's called Dabawalas. Sorry, to say that wrong. And it's a system where you order a lunchbox from a restaurant that you like, and then sometimes people make the lunch boxes at their homes as well. So there's this system that you can get your lunchbox delivered to you from the restaurant or from wherever every day. And so she sends off these lunch boxes for her husband, and it gets mixed up, and she ends up sending the lunchbox that gets misdelivered to a man named Sajan, who's played by Irfan Khan. Sorry, I'm probably saying all the names wrong. But he's great. He was in Slumdog Millionaire. He's in Jurassic World. He's in The Jungle Book as the voice of Baloo. He is just, you see him quite a bit all around, and he's just a really good actor. He's quite a bit all around, and he was in Life of Pi. So he's been in quite a few movies, and he has a lot of charisma. And so he's really good as this character in this movie that's kind of down on his luck, feeling discouraged, feeling like he doesn't belong. He drives, he rides the subway to work every day, the train, and he rides the train every day to work, and he just feels he has nobody to talk to, nobody to relate to, and so he gets this lunchbox, and it's just delicious, and he loves it. And the next day, he gets a note in the lunchbox, and it's from Ilya, and she's kind of, I was making that for my husband. How did you get it? All this kind of stuff. But they start talking. And so the whole movie is them exchanging letters between the two and them finding a connection. And you start to worry because obviously she's a married woman. And is it, what's going to happen? Is it going to get to the awkward point? Well, it doesn't really ever get to the awkward point, which I was grateful for. And it's just about two people having that connection and feeling like what you say matters. And especially, when you're a housewife and you don't get a chance to talk to anybody all day, that can be really meaningful. Or you're working at a desk all day. And he ends up becoming friends with one of the younger employees at his work and during the same process, and kind of gets him out of his shell. And this is just really, really sweet, the movie. And I think that they get the tone just right. Like I said, they don't fall into any of those sort of where things would become uncomfortable. And I really liked Nimrat Kaur as Ilya. A beautiful, lovely performance. I think that her husband is definitely, you're kind of angry at him for the way that he's acting, but it never goes too far to him being like abusive or hitting her or anything like that. They just managed to keep that tone just right, so that anybody can relate to kind of this type of loneliness. And I just thought it was a really sweet, lovely little movie that I think goes into the need for friendship and connection in our society, and especially something when you take the time to actually handwrite a letter and you get to feel that connection with another person is just really beautiful and meaningful. So I thought this was really lovely. I enjoyed it. So if any of you have seen this, let me know your thoughts. Did you like it? Not like it? Where are you at? And if you have any other Hindi films that you enjoy, I know I really enjoyed Bahubali movies. I enjoyed the Chalk Day Indie last year for Foreign Movie Month. So I've really enjoyed the ones that I've gotten a chance to see. But if you have any suggestions, I'd love to hear in the comments below. So thanks so much. Please subscribe to my channel and consider becoming a patron of the channel. And we'll talk to y'all later. Bye.